Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another video. Today for you guys, we've got some more stuff to do with Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. In fact, it seems like this is kind of just the start as there is another trailer imminent. I just wanted to talk about a few other details that have come through since covering the initial wave of stuff, so let's just dive straight into it. So yes, there is going to be yet another trailer, most likely containing a lot of the different scenes and stuff that we actually saw from the previous release trailer. However, it sounds like it's probably going to be a little bit more full-blown, as this trailer is dubbed officially by Tetsuya Nomura as the final trailer. Tetsuya Nomura said over on the official Japanese Kingdom Hearts Twitter account, "Good evening, the release date was announced, but this is the key heart for Melody of Memory. The final trailer will be released in the next couple of days, so please wait a little longer." You guys may have also noticed that during that trailer that Nintendo debuted, there was obviously the Nintendo commentary guy sort of explaining the different stuff to do with Melody of Memory, obviously, in the final trailer. That won't be a thing, and thank God. We kind of do want to hear what exactly Kairi is saying towards the end of the trailer. I know a lot of people are absolutely screaming about that, so most likely we'll actually get to see sort of some of those scenes more so, not in full obviously, but with the actual characters' voices. I'm also expecting more gameplay scenes, yada 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 yada, but yeah, this is the final trailer, so the last trailer for Melody of Memory before the actual release in November. Now, because Nomura did mention that this is going to drop in a couple days' time, I do want to say this is probably going to show up during the Gamescom opening night live event that is happening on the 27th. This is a pretty massive event. There's about 38 games lined up to give us updates on games we already know about, as well as new game reveals. It just makes the most sense for it to show up here. However, he did say a couple of days, and that doesn't overly too much align up with the whole couple of days thing, but I mean, it kind of does. It's almost 2 days, technically speaking, so I would say it's probably here, if not very close to, obviously, this weekend. It's literally right around the corner. The complete trophy list for Melody of Memory has also been revealed by Exophanes, which is a site that lists trophies for, of course, PlayStation games. This is super weird. This is super weird. Generally, we're used to seeing trophy lists come through maybe a week or two before the release of games, but this is coming through 2 and a bit months before the release of Melody of Memory. Now, I'm not overly too triggered, and I will say I did actually check out the trophy list for myself, and yes, thank God, there are no story-related spoilers to be seen in here. However, though, I know that some people like to just sort of experience the trophies for themselves when the actual game does release, so what I'm going to do is, rather than talking about it and ruining some people's experience, I am just going to leave the link to the trophy list in the description down below, so that if you want to check them out, you can do so. Again, do not fear about any story-related stuff within the trophy information because it is not present. It pretty much just covers gameplay-related things. One thing that I will mention, though, from the trophy list is the difficulties present in Melody of Memory. This is also more so kind of hinted over on the official press release over on the Square Enix press site. The press information right here says, through 3 different playstyles, gamers of all ages can choose their level of challenge depending on whether they want to enjoy the songs and adventure without complicated controls, or showcase their skills with complex combos to put on the ultimate performance. Just from that blurb right there, you can pretty much guess what 3 difficulties will be present in this game. Through the trophy list, it confirms what these are: beginner, standard, and proud. Seems like there is no critical mode present. Of course, there is always that possibility that critical mode could come through as an additional free DLC at some point, if of course the fans and community want it enough. But keeping in mind, this isn't really like a traditional Kingdom Hearts game. Honestly, I'm fine with just 3 difficulties. I am intrigued to know how exactly the difficulty factor is going to actually affect the gameplay when it comes to this. I'm taking it's probably just going to work in a similar fashion to the way that like difficulties worked in, let's say, Guitar Hero or something. It'll probably just be that more prompts will appear on screen coming at you, meaning that, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more stressful if you are playing on proud difficulty, having to push more button prompts and inputs as the music plays along. It is interesting though, the blurb specifically says will showcase their skills with complex combos to put on the ultimate performance. The whole complex combos thing sort of intrigues me. Combos within a rhythm-based game, this probably just means things like, you know, obviously building the chain higher and higher and higher, more and more and more prompts, being that of combos, having to press multiple buttons at one time, etc., that kind of thing. One other thing that I thought was interesting that was mentioned in the press information was they actually do mention local co-op. The blurb here reads, whether alone or with friends and family via local co-op and online multiplayer, players will need to defeat tough enemies and bosses to achieve the top ranks. Now, as we saw in the trailer, of course, there is the competitive side of multiplayer, and the Nintendo commentator dude also does mention that you can also do local play, but not specifically co-op. And of course, the Nintendo Switch version, as mentioned in the trailer, is also getting an exclusive mode, so I guess this is the definitive version of the game, seeing as the PS4 version and Xbox One version will not receive the exclusive free-for-all multiplayer mode. But yeah, there is no mention of co-op or anything like in the trailer, and so I don't know as to whether or not the press information here is getting it wrong, which would be kind of strange. This is the official information from the source themselves, in the sense of if they're actually getting confused with just straight up local multiplayer, meaning that yes, you can just play this competitive mode or whatever locally with multiple controllers, or if they just flat out actually do mean a cooperative mode. Like, meaning, can we play through the story with a friend? Or will there be some sort of co-op based challenges or something? Because at this point, it's just pretty much being explained to us that multiplayer is strictly competitive focus. However, dudes, that is all from me until we see that final juicy trailer for Melody of Memory. What an absolutely crazy news day it indeed has been. Well, you guys having a fantastic day, morning, or night, wherever you might be. I'm Cynical, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.